Mr. Makumela, don't lose focus.
Is this the guy that you entrust to content as well? Clumsy.
It was live.
So excited.
All right, let's welcome everybody. My name is Andy Lenomapula from the Informer News and Digital TV. Let's welcome also our followers from wherever they are. Today we are sitting here at Rest Haven. We are as stakeholders, different stakeholders from Matatiele. We are talking about tourism. That's what we are talking about today. And we would like you, wherever you are, you're in Cape Town, you're in Joburg, you're in Durban, just to join us and listen to what we are going to say about Matatiele. We know that Matatiele is a very beautiful place and the people love Matatiele, but we want to make more effort so that we can attract more people to come to Matatiele. But to introduce my guest here this morning, I've got on the far left, I've got Uyonela Lutiti from Zochoza Holdings. Budi, welcome. And then we've got Unosipiwe Manyaba from Sarali. This is Unosipiwe Siakbulisa says. And then we've got Philip Rowlands, is one particular person who loves tourism here in Matat. Welcome, Philip.
It's a pleasure.
And then we've got Uzimasa Ndaba from a company Exploring with Umakosa. Hello, sis.
Morning, Dad.
All right, siphinde futhi sibe naye uQhamani Ludidi. uQhamani ke itwin yakhe uyonela kweliyacala usuka nayo kuzochoza Qhamani siyabona bhuti.
Smart.
All right. Mbukeli ke eyona nto sithetha ngayo sithetha ngomcimbi we-tourism apha kule dolophu yaseMatatiele. Uyayazi into okokubana kudala simane siyibonisa here and there into okokubana le ndawo kuthiwa iMatatiele kude kuthiwa where Jesus was nearly born yindawo enjani na. Namhlanje ke sizi-stakeholders sifuna nje ukukhe sijonge into okokubana yintoni esingathi siyidibanise ukuze sinyusele ikawusi ekubeni le ndawo ibe iyathengiseka. Okokuqala mhlawumbe mandiqala apho kuwe ke Yonela, usixelele nje into okokubana uZochoza Holdings, when we're talking about uZochoza Holdings, njengoba usuka kuye, what is Zochoza Holdings doing in terms of a business?
Uzochoza Holdings is an events management and marketing company that specializes in destination marketing. So in layman's terms, in destination marketing, they do try tourism.
Yes.
According to food, I went to research a bit. So over destination marketing. Now, destination marketing is when you link everything that I think I would definitely say as a representative. So that's your eateries, that's your hospitalities, that's tourism events, that's hiking and adventure tourism with all Makosa, and everything else that encompasses it. So mainly Matatiele has always been selling a festival called the Matatiele Shisa Festival, which I'm part of as one of the organizers, the committee, and then Uzochoza also does a bit of events management and we do a bit of commercial and digital marketing as well for Abantu. So it's a bit of so if you don't own a pub, you don't own a hotel, you're getting to feel about you. So that's what we do as Uzochoza Holdings.
The talent and company.
Yeah, he established in 2019. We established a mine. No, say that 6 years back. Guess I can't 2020 to 2021 because guess I miss a cool. So I challenge I was busy to back in COVID. So we are full force on the business specialized.
All right. Mhlawumbe for the benefit of Philip nobuyedwa minority apha uzifuneka sibe ngathi siyalantuka apha esilesini so that he can understand what we are talking about. Sisi just nje kancinci nje wena usuka eSarali yintoni sixelele nayo?
Oh, iSarali B&B. Siyenza i-venues ne-meeting. Then siyenza ne-bread and breakfast ne-dinner.
Okay, so abantu abafuna indawo zokulala nokubamba meetings bayakwazi babaye eSarali.
So abantu abafuna ukubamba indawo zokulala ne-meetings nabenza ipati bayakwazi ukuyisabela.
Okay, let's jump uPhilip ke size apha nje abom nje ke sive ke sive uWesisimakhoza.
Yes, Dada. So I'm Zimasandaba. A lot of people know me as Umakhoza. So tourism is my passion. I studied tourism, and I could finally now say that I am a master's graduate from CPUT in tourism and hospitality. So because I was focusing on events and festivals and how festivals impact a destination. So that was my study. So a lot of people will know me as the host of Matatiele Food Festival. The event, we have hosted it for 3 years now. So that's how I introduced myself in Matatiele as that host. But I believe that events have a huge impact in tourism, not just on that day, but it also impacts its stakeholders. Because we know if we're inviting people to a town or going to a destination, a lot of people are expected to benefit. We're starting from your accommodation. We go to Abanda Batendisayo because I invite people to come to stores. And we also get exposure to Matatiele, and we know we have that mountain lake. So people could actually come and spend a weekend in Matatiele and just enjoy the beauty of the town. So that's my focus. I focus on festivals and the impacts of festivals on a town.
All right, wacho ke uSisimasa ndaba come on, I don't want you to repeat your story, but what I want from you, what we are doing today is a concept that came with you guys. Tell us what prompted you to come up with something like this.
Thank you, Mr. Nomabunga. Kamano Altiti, as essentially Kaleni. Well, what ignited the thought was simple. We are people who do festivals, we are people who attend festivals, we are people who have a business that specifically deals with marketing. So we sat and said to ourselves, how many times have we ever done something and a routine and incorporated Abangabantu who come from different spheres within tourism, starting 1 or 2 times? And we said this year, we want to try and target bonke abantu asingababizwa as official partners in tourism ukuthi bazosijoyina nabo so that we can be able to tell our story in synergy. Very important word, synergy, because sometimes you say your things, Mr. Nwabunga, nami nditsho zami, kusho kubonakala ebantwini ungathi umuntu uzimele. Tourism is not a field where umuntu azimela khona because everything is so interlinked. So what we said is that we want to make sure that siyabadibanisa bonke abantu sibahlalise etafuleni eyi-one. We talk about how we improve the visitor rate kule dolophi, how we improve abantu ababhukha indawo zokulala kule dolophi, how we increase the GDP in general using tourism as an LED vehicle in this case. So what we're doing right now here, I'd like to say it's a start of something maybe says and tourism in Dava because it's not as huge.
Yes.
But I want to imagine that in the future we'll be hosting a lot more stakeholders here and sitting and discussing tourism intricately as to what does Zochoza do that benefits Makhoza, what does Makhoza do that benefits Mr. Rowlands, etc., etc. So ours is just to make sure that we go out and tell people that Matatiele is a destination tourism, a site that everybody needs to visit, especially in this December with the festivals that are coming out, like Shisa Fest that we are hosting. Also, I'm hearing that Matatiele Music Festival is also back. So we want to encourage people to visit this place, but also at the same time, not only come and visit this place just to have a good time in the entertainment space. Well, colleague Makhoza has alluded that you've got the mountain lake. We've got a lot of other things that you can explore in Matatiele. So this is why we're sitting in this panel today to say what exactly does this place offer and how can we actually link these things together. Of course.
All right, thank you very much. Let me come to you, Philip, just to link what Kaman has said. What is Matatiele offering to those who like to visit interesting areas?
Oh, Matatiele has got a lot to offer. For the adventure tourism, there is motorbiking, adventure cycling, hiking, bird watching, 4x4ings. There is so much to offer, just the nature out over there. We could even host altitude training, which we need to explore because the mountain lake sits at 2,000 meters above sea level, and we can easily make a track there for swimmers, cyclists, and people who do adventure running to train in these areas, because when you train at high altitude, it helps your breathing of your lungs. So Matatiele has got lots to offer. We have got country hospitality. We have got the red meat, which is we are natural red meat. We don't. People come to Matatiele and they say, "Oh, your meat is tasting much better and different." It's because it's natural, it's grass fed, and it just comes from the area. So Matatiele has got endless things. If you want it, we've got it. We can host anything here.
Yes, but do you think, Philip, we as Matatiele now, currently, are we guys able to exploit the opportunity that we are talking about enough, or we just having challenges here and there?
We have a lot of challenges.
Okay.
Number one, first of all, we should start to learn to work together, to cooperating with each other, and not in opposition to each other. Right? We all want a piece of the cake, but the more we help each other and to encourage these things to happen in Matatiele, the more the cake spreads and the more jobs we can create for the people in Matatiele. Matatiele is a vast area with very high unemployment rate. And tourism is one of those vehicles that we can use to reduce the unemployment. And that's why my passion is in tourism, is because of one of the areas which covers the whole spectrum of all of the economics. But when a tourist comes to Matatiele, he just doesn't come and stay at the B&B. He doesn't just come and stay at Rest Haven Guest House. He doesn't just come and have a conference over here. He goes, he buys fast food, he puts in fuel, he fixes up punctures, he helps the supermarkets, he buys his meat, he buys his liquor. Everything. Tourism is an economical vehicle that cuts across the whole sector, and it's one of the vehicles that can help and look after all these sectors of Matatiele.
Yonela, in the what Philip is saying, I want to hear from you, because I believe before we come here, there's a little bit of a research that you guys have done just to tap on what Philip is talking about. What aspects did you find that we need to deal with this and that and that?
I think I'll use something that I think in general database by any movement or any trade.
Yeah.
In 2019, when we hosted the last Shisa Fest, we done a database here to start data collection. Kaufman said, about to make a garage, because before the event itself, we went door to door to the people that registered with Baba, when I garage, it started to be in especially as Kuma and Eskedai. So we received the data from a garage, as I of Manavanda Terra, Epsu, as I say, no, according to my mates, Epsu, Paneza, is a festival, Extreme, and we go to. So what happened, there was a time I'm going to try and so I assist talking about metro because those are only visitors. At first, they thought we were just planning, but so we collected that data. So I found the tourism report here.
Yes. Yes.
And then we further moved along towards that, we started leading for sellers and others.
Okay. All right.
We started yesterday, party to Unenat. They were fully booked on the day.
Okay.
I slept at Sarali myself, so I know this. There were influencers coming in from True, they slept at Sarali. In the mornings of Okasati, we see to Sarali. There's certain things that Sarali offers. It refers to Sarali. All the man, economic reality, and I have been preface like this games. Now, you have not debated on Mr. Rodriguez, in a collection is means and covered by bone. We look always a festival, which always have been takings. Romantic part. Now, by the time we told us a female, because we didn't get a close state from our side as well. Betty, Nina, Panama host and the Dutch of first and air. I have another meeting last week in December. If we get on the beauty stores, Benzin, where the Matas and the dishes of face. Now, can you speak to the debated on Mr. Rollins before they buy the tickets?
Yes.
Now, someone else is benefiting before we can host the event. Now, it's so imperative that whenever there's someone in this town of ours, or there's something that speaks to tourism, support because you might, the informer might benefit from that.
Yes.
Instead of this, you must sabotage, because that sabotage, which is not only is the festival or the event being sabotaged, but is being sabotaged. But in this session, if this year Matatiele Music Festival, so the aim of the December, people want to go to Shaky, people want to go to Durban, people want to go to the coast, but Tina, we let out the city. Before you go, hold on, Kalana up. As Kuri said, Matatiele, in all aspects.
Yes.
GDP, LED, whatever, you name it. Must Kala spend this Kuri to lobby it, and then the specific sites, yes, moving around back to us.
Okay.
I think I should have.
All right, Makos. It's clear now that events can make a very big difference in our town. How do we interlink or cooperate or work together in order for each and every event to become successful in this town?
Thank you, Dada. I always say that, tourism is everyone's business. If the road from Coxted to Matatiele is smooth driving, I know I'm definitely going there.
Okay.
So it starts there. It's everyone's problem. So it starts from everyone. Everyone has a contribution. If the water is there, I'm definitely going. So ensure that the reputation of Matatiele is great. Then we can ensure that events are able to promote and sustain Matatiele. That's the plan. So we actually have to work together. I always say, as they have stated, but it doesn't start game as you saying, I'm just going to Umakosa for the music festival, for the food festival, or I'm attending the music festival. No, you definitely have to buy food, as it was stated. You definitely have to go Kwamavin before a nice dinner or before traveling. So everyone is expected to benefit. Now, how do we all work together? Promote it. Promote it, utanda ungatandi. Share that post. Ensure that the next person sees it. Ensure that you put in a good name. Okay, we're supporting each other. The town is very small, and we actually all have to get a share with a cake. It's very small, so just ensure. I'm seeing the Ludidi twins are doing this. I also want to be part of it. Let me assist and let's push. The goal is just one. We're pushing him at that yet. Let's say they get people and Ababandu, they're like, on Saturday, what do we do? And they're like, no, Umakosa has this hiking trips. Why don't you go to the hiking trip with Umakosa or go with Mr. Rollins near Emariazal? Then now we all benefiting. They were here for the music, they were here for the Chisa Fest, but now they can do a hike or they can do a drive to Mariazal or just enjoy a meal. So everyone is sure to benefit. So all you do, you share, you post, you talk about this, and you ensure you promote Matatiele. That's all we're asking for.
That's very nice, Sisi. Kamani, now, here in Matatiele, as a shooting at BNPs, we've got a lot of BNPs. I don't know, nobody's about 40 now. But how do we assist these BNPs in order for them to keep it busy? At least nobody how do we do that?
And Mr. Nomapunga, for the question. When it comes to BNBs, it's very sensitive because their way of surviving is to get beds booked.
Yes.
There's no other way. E-conference room come secondary.
Yes.
The primary thing is that they offer beds for people to sleep. So what we've said with events is that we want to make sure, even before we go on the day of the event, and say that I'll make an example of the current Shisa Fest. We've got a package, your VIP, at Paxton Park.
Okay.
There's needs, izinto zokunatha, izinto
Zokulala.
kukhona nezokulala ke ngosifakele. So what we're saying is that to our clients, yes, you are going to festival yethu, but guaranteed uphuma phani uyolala somewhere. So instead of you driving around, you're finding yokulala, say khona apha, so it's packaged within the ticket or none. So what we do is that we also go as far as Siba approach Mr. Rollins, Siba approach Sarah Lee and say, if thina siguaranteesha uba izogcwala indawo yakho, sicela umuntu ophethe itikiti elithi Shisa Fest umkhuphele u-10% as a guarantee that you are getting business on the day. Mr. Rollins has agreed to that, and abanye sebevumile to show that they know ukuthi there's potential to actually get those numbers, and we're working very hard to make sure that abantu be-B&Bs indawo zabo ziyafumaneka ukulala. So I think what we do on our side with this particular product or event called the Shisa Fest is that we put these guys together and say, sifuna ama-room ayi-4, we guarantee that akamanye ayi-7 azobhukwa. If abhukwe ngabantu abaphethe into ethi Shisa Fest, sicela uwahlisele ngo-10%, because on that day we've been marketing for you. So what it doing is that on our logos and e-flyers siyabafaka apha ezantsi. Soon sizo-communicator, we call it a Shisa Mall or one-stop shop. Sibhala uba uRollins u-offerisha ntoni ukuqabela ezitabeni ukukulala kwakhe, uMakhosi u-offerisha ntoni uhamba nayo uye TPP. It's going to be, you're going to walk into Shisa First page and you're going to see that mall here. We've got everything, offerings, even with the informal traders. Bakhona ngoku abothiwa zii-vendors asebefake izinto zabo, beautiful menus, very different, khona be-dessert, ebekota, beshwama, ebenhloko. But we're going to put that up and everyone's going to know that, oh, on the 23rd of December, even I don't need to drive around. If vendor Etile is selling this, and oh, in the Yoglala, Nansaga Philip, Nansaga Sarali, Nansaga Bevan, Nansaga Real. So what we're doing tonight is that we're putting these guys together and hoping that by the time Supeli 24th December, is satisfied, honorable, and that people are going to come back to Matatiele the following year. Because
Philip, you hear them. Do you think it's the only thing that we can do to help our B&Bs get busy? What else do you think we can do?
Oh, Matatiele has got a lot to offer. So we as B&B owners, we must be have the information that when a client comes and stays at your place, they want to do things. You must have the information at hand. You can go do bushman paintings, you can go do hiking, you can go do swimming, you can go do bird watching, you can go do sightseeing, you can go do. We must have that information at hand, because there's nothing worse if I put myself and I'll get to a town and I say, what is there to do? Oh, there's nothing to do. We must be excited about our town. We must be promoting our town, saying, listen, we have it. In winter, we have snow. Not always, but there's times we have snow. We have the things that the people out there are looking for. We have the facilities to host. We have the facility for people to come and stay over in the weekends.
Okay.
Yet to visit family, funerals, weddings, anything. Matatiele has a lot of space, and we need to promote more. So yes, we need to be armed with a lot of information. Who can do what and where can you do this, where can you do that? Because people are vast and people's needs differ. And we can satisfy everybody's need here in Matatiele if we work together and if we are armed with the right information to give to the people who are here. Then that person will go back and say, hey, I went to visit Matatiele. I had such a good experience there. What did you do? No, we did this, we did that, did that. Who gave it? No, this guy gave us the information and we did this and we did. We have to be, we mustn't just sit there with a mouthful of teeth and say, Andy has. Because then the person is not coming back to Matatiele. We need to give them a good experience. And number one, I think our B&Bs are got quite a high standard in Matatiele. We have very good rooms across the board. We have budget rooms, we have standard rooms, we have luxury rooms, we have executive rooms across the board wherever they are. So I think, you know, when people come to Matatiele, they know that they're not going to go and sleep Emalala piping. They're going to go and sleep in a place which is accredited, which is good, and they can have good experience of country hospitality, country food, you know, just all that type of thing. So
the conversation that we are having now, do you think we must keep on doing it?
We need to build bridges and not burn bridges. We need to take our hands and walk forward. We mustn't go forward one step and two steps backward. We need, as Matatiele, as a collaborative, to go forward. Not that when Andila is hosting something, now I get upset because I didn't get that business. I must support Andila. Where previously that somebody gets a small little tender to take somebody, then other people are angry, say, no, why is he getting all that business? We need to work together because if Andila owns a B&B and he is hosting something, definitely there's going to be some spillover because he's full. So where's that spillover going to come to? It's going to come to me, it's going to come to Sarah Lee, it's going to come with. So we need to encourage those things. We mustn't be fighting against each other. Yes, we do have our clients, which we look after. We do have specific things, but we must stop fighting. We must start building bridges and not burning bridges.
Okay. These are some of the plans that are set by Philip. What other things, Yonela, in going forward that we can do in order to strengthen what we are talking about now and get more people to come and have conversation, especially about tourism in Matatiele? What do you think we can do?
I think first and foremost, from my side, Naranko, I don't mind being scrutinized, but I think we need to establish something called a tourism calendar here. So now a tourism calendar here allows for everyone to sit on a table like this prior.
Yeah.
Sibling, Mr. Nomat Buma and the informer. What event do you have kulonyaka? Uzoyenza wephi inyanga, ngeziphi days? Now it allows for everyone in this whole fraternity is seventh of Fire to understand what okay, ngoJanuwari kwenziwa ama-dates for the informer ngalo. NgoMarch kwenziwa i-hiking to Nomakhoza. NgoJuni kwenziwa i-camping no Mr. Rollins. NgoMay kwenziwa i-Bikers Fest. There's something called the Bikers Fest and the craft fair. So once they establish a local calendar here, tourism, it allows ukuthi sazi uba kuleli nyanga sincedisa abantu.
Okay.
Instead of us saying the leading poster guys, Masa, Makosa, like I do hikers, the activists,
Damn the hikers.
It's not the same. They're not touching albums on because there's no way on the same weekend you want to also drive people to the mountain and someone making them hike to the mountain. So I think it must establish an agile. And what you say it's a CTO, but it's not a CTO as per se, but it is been a calendar here, what was Mana, which I married to December. After Matatiele, Sezato, Uban Mezato, Woman Utufu, is it to cut the sabotage line. See how Unya 2024, Nazi Vengeance Pusher, Nazi Cameras Pusher, because there's no one Palapa Matatiele, Matatiele. I think for me, that's one of the things we can try and use. It's never been tried before, but who knows?
Of course, even they are coming.
For next year, we're looking at the last week of March, the 24th of March.
24th of March.
So yes, we'll be doing the 4th Food Festival.
Okay.
Yes.
So we see ya.
As promised. As promised.
The only thing
We're leveling up. We're getting there because 11 and you know, I introduced the festival where people were used to the Matatiele Jazz Festival, were used to just music events. But I came into the market and I was like, we're going to have a food festival. And the first day, everyone was like, so I had to brief people, and in years, the second year we saw a huge number. The third year, it was great. So now people are starting to understand, but no, I go there hungry. At least now I can say, come hungry, because we have people who come and cook and buy stores and buy showcase their abilities and skills in cooking. So it's a nice festival where we just like come with even your clothing brands. Is an brands is our showcase. Come with your food, come with your cakes, come with your drinks. If there's anything that you want to mix, is an azo, and just let's have a great time. We have seen growth. We have seen kids enjoying the event because I always promoted it as a family event. So it's nice to mama nabantwana bakhe with camp chairs coming and having a great afternoon with the family. So it's the growth and the support from Abantu Basematatiele has been overwhelming, and I'm forever
24th
grateful.
March.
24th March. Crossing fingers.
Now, Kamani, let's talk about Chisa Fest this year. What's happening?
Kulona unyaka, I think because if you're creative, sometimes you don't sleep at night to think, you play around with ideas. Kulona unyaka, we're getting a little bit complex. Usually we had pillars there to say there's music, comedy, fashion, food, and dance. Kulo nyaka sisihlisele pillars zethu within entertainment. We've jotted them down to ekuseni ngo-8. Ekuseni ngathi ekuseni.
Senifuna sivuke.
Hayi asinifuni Mr. Namabhunga, sifuna abantu abaziqhelile. Ekuseni ngo-6. Those who love fitness and those who love business boot camp, our program has got concept within concept this year. That's how different it's going to look like. Ngo-6, 7:30 kanje siyayiqalisa i-fitness boot camp yethu. Parallelly, it will be running concurrently with what we did in 2019, which was a kiddies fest. So while Mr. Nomabhunga ezivocavoca, intombi yakhe iyadlala phaa it was into or jumping castle in the water slide. So that runs from the morning until midday. And then at 2 o'clock, we start something different this year. Now it's called the Wine and Food Festival of Wine and Food Tasting. We're taking people to a Stellenbosch. So you have biltong, meat platters, fruit platters, wine, champagne, even from different areas around. And I know that we currently work with Mr. Njomane from Franklin, he's from Enzige, but we want local people to bring us their wines so that what is Njomane wines, what is Nomabhunga wines, why this, why that, what best foods can you share with this, and then just as umakhosa necousins zakba le wine yahambelana nale into. So 2 o'clock until 6 emini siyaswenka, siya-interacta, siya-networka, siya-socialize, siyatya, siyafota. And then 6 o'clock we've got the music festival, Shisa Fest. So the third part of it, where we are stage until. So
Banocula esimazweni.
so far Murumba Peach ukhona nobafana baculele ngokuthi Juba, amba Juba lam. We've got Coco SA, we've got the senior OT, we've got a lot. This week I think we're going to be announcing more artists, and the lineup here I think is Ivala Pempela Nyanga, and then Sikupe the full poster. But people should check us out 23 December, Matatiele Shisa Fest. All right experience, tickets are available in Pick and Pay, and we have tickets online.
Yay, yabona ke mfethu kusematatiele. I know you are going somewhere today, and then when you come back, what can we expect?
You expect me again? full of passion for tourism.
Yeah.
Promoting the area, and also don't forget, we're only 37 kilometers from the Lesotho border.
Yeah.
So Lesotho is a vast destiny for tourism also. And Matatiele is the springboard for that tourism into Lesotho. We have so many beautiful places in Lesotho. Some of the best places in Southern Africa are found in Lesotho. And I know those places. So I promote them, and we promote it from here. Next year, I have got over 80 4x4 guys coming through on different occasions, which is we'll sleep here, we go through, and we come back over here. So that also is promoting Matatiele, promoting Lesotho. So yes, Lesotho is there. We mustn't forget. It's right there on our border. It's right close to us. It offers a vast diversity of anything from culture to buildings to nature to scenery to river to fishing. It's just lots.
Okay.
And so therefore, Lesotho is very important for Matatiele also to promote.
All right. Sisi, intoni engayilindela xa esaralini? Kuphathwa kakuhle, ngabantu abahle. Okay. All right. Guys, I think siyibethile lo mcimbi, unless yonela ikhona mhlawumbe ucinga uba siyishiyile kwizinto esithetha ngazo. If ayikho sithini sikhulule le ndoda ithi ihambi eLesotho. Is there anything else, guys?
I just want to add.
Yes.
I am here to help people to find the nice places in Matatiele.
Okay.
If they want to know about Matatiele, I'm welcome, I'm open, I can share it with people.
Okay.
We have Bushman patrons, we have Mariazell Mission, we have the lake, we have birding, we have hiking, we got everything. So if people don't know what, let them contact me. So it is also to share information, not just keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
I went out to find what does a tourist look for.
Okay.
I found those places.
Okay.
I know where those places are. We even had Andila sitting in a chair on the mountain on top there.
Yeah. It's a stone chair.
He was a throne. He was the
It's on
king.
the top of the mountain. It's like a chair, stone like a chair there.
So those places I know. I can show people.
Okay. All right, guys. I want to thank you very much. Welcome, Dada. Noma sekugqibeleni. Khawujikise camera. Avele. Azi-introduce njengoba yena efike emva. Buti makasinikele kuwe man. Ukusixelela intoba sithe ngubani okhona apha namhlanje.
I am part of UC Southwest team. So yeah, I think they have alluded to everything that we are all about, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. All right, ke masibuleleni ke bethunana kwelicala ke le Informa Digital TV okwethu esikwenzayo thina kubuzisa indaba kuwe mbukeli kulondawo kuyo. This is part of what we are doing, conversations ezinjena. I want to thank Uyonela kwakunye noQhamani for coming up with such a very powerful concept to talk about tourism. Kasiyeke manje ukuthetha ngokulwa nokunawo kwabantu and all those things. Namhlanje sithetha tourism. Thank you very much, guys. So we will keep on siniphathela indaba, siniphathela izinto ezenzekayo edolophini noba kuthengiswa ntoni njalo njalo. So uyakwazi uyifumana loo nto apha kwi-Informa. Siyakwazi ukuprofayila futhi kwi-business yakho into okokubana wenza ntoni, uinteract ne-customers live. Uyayibona loo nto leyo. So that is what we are doing. Kuwe nakuwe ke mbukeli, thank you very much. Ungalibali ukusubscribe. It's only 30 rand qha ngenyanga, guys. Thank you.